Welcome home, Bitcoin truth seekers. It is October 20th, 7:40 a.m. here in the Arizona desert. Live streaming this, putting it out on, of course, BitcoinDailyView.com, which is my YouTube channel, but also on Radiant Creators. So maybe you're not familiar with Radiant Creators, or maybe you follow Radiant Creators and you're wondering why this is happening, like why I'm streaming this. Well, because it's a glorious day. I like to start the show saying, welcome home, Bitcoin truth seekers. I do believe that crypto is the peaceful revolution, and it's happening, and it's wonderful. And, well, today, Bitcoin hit an all-time high. It's been a struggle the last couple of months. And now Bitcoin is really on a rocket ship to Pluto. So we're going to rock through the market real quickly. So if you're a regular Bitcoin Daily View listener, well, you know what's going on. If you happen to be, or if you're a Radiant Creators follower and you saw this come up, well, it's a short video. We're going to look at crypto. We're going to look at Bitcoin, the market, and then the general market, and just see what's going on. It's a quick daily view of crypto. So looking at the Bitcoin and crypto universe in squares here at coin360.com, you can see most things are in the green today. Bitcoin this morning it crushed an all-time high. So now it's at 66,477 a Bitcoin. And with that said, I think the all-time high was like 63 or 64,000. Anyway, we just busted above that. It's wonderful. Ethereum is above 4,000 again. Solana is up 1.5%. ADA or Cardano is now $2. XRP is over $1, 1.13 cents, and BNB is at $496 a BNB. Some coins are taking a little bit of a beating, while Bitcoin see a lot of volatility today because Bitcoin is pumping. Eventually it will retrace a little bit, just maybe, probably. And with that said, it's a wild ride. So if you've been hodling Bitcoin, if you bought Bitcoin at any time in history, yesterday included, you are in profit today. Isn't that wonderful? Anybody who's a Bitcoin truth seeker, crypto truth seeker, and that's how they make their money in trading and or just investing and holding. Well, today is a beautiful day, and even if we get a slight retrace in the charts, Bitcoin definitely has been strong the last few weeks. It's been pumping, consolidating, retracing, etc. We are definitely on a powerful uptrend. Last months of the year are usually the best, and I think right now is a time where people are going to be able to generate wealth if they desire to get in. So with that said, let's keep on rocking through here. Volume is cranking this morning. So we like to see above 30 billion in spot trading volume on Binance. Right now we're at 21 billion. That's kind of low, but Bitcoin's definitely moving up. So we're up 10% last 24 hours in volume. So it's increasing. Volume's a little low. That's all right. Bitcoin's definitely pushing. So a lot of alts. And looking at derivatives, which is also what we would consider leverage trading. I like to see that at 70 billion, and it's at 66 billion right now, last 24 hours, and it's up 10% basically. So we're seeing a pump in the market. Volume's been a little bit low for both spot and derivatives this week, but now it's really cranking up, and that's nice to see. So now let's see what the Bitcoin trading volume is. This is just Bitcoin explicitly across the big exchanges, and this definitely represents a lot of retail trading volumes. This is not just big dollars going in. The big dollars tend to do what they call OTC, or they do other methods of buying, and you don't so much see that reflected here. This is mostly retail buyers, like non-billionaire buyers, non-financial institution buyers. So 6.6 billion in trading volume last 24 hours is pretty darn hot. 3.3 billion of that on Binance, and Coinbase finally over $1 billion at 1.3 billion. This is a good day. The big exchanges are all seeing nice numbers here. Of course, Binance is way out in front. It's always a good day when Coinbase is over $1 billion. And Bitfinex, where you see a lot of leverage trades, seeing a lot of volume there. So the people who like leverage are definitely getting in the game, both making money and getting wrecked. Kraken, good exchange, doing great volume. So anyway, nice to see. Also, Bittrex down here at the bottom, a very, very good exchange out of Seattle. A nice U.S. exchange, no issues using it if you're a U.S. user, and usually it's in the 20s as far as volume, but today it's 31 billion. That's nice to see. anyway, links over at bitcoindailyview.com and in the description of this video. But definitely, if you go over to bitcoindailyview.com, I have, yes, there are affiliate links to all of these things. Bittrex, if you're a US user and you're looking for a good exchange that doesn't need a VPN, etc., and is all good to use, Bittrex is a nice exchange. I use it. I like it. Also, it is a good fiat to Bitcoin, fiat to crypto gateway if you want to get into buying. And of course, also so is Coinbase. Coinbase, you can set a weekly buy of Bitcoin or whatever else in crypto you'd like to set and forget and just make money. Not financial advice, of course, entertainment purposes only. But if this is new to you and you're looking to get in, having a Coinbase account and doing dollar cost averaging is really a wonderful thing. Sign up, make money. Okay, so longs versus shorts. This is interesting here at Blockchain Whispers. Refresh this. So we're basically 50% longs, 49% shorts. That's very, very tight. So we'll look at the chart. To me, what I think is happening is, when you have a pump like this, when you have this much volatility, even though it's towards the positive side, it's hard to know exactly what to do. So it doesn't surprise me that we don't have longs rocking in. We will once it retraces a bit. Looking at Ethereum versus Ethereum on Binance, longs versus shorts, longs 68%, shorts 31%. That is pretty grooving. So definitely there's a long bias on Binance for Ethereum. Now, looking at the chart, this is glorious. And if you are a Bitcoin true seeker, you're loving seeing this. Let me actually look at just this part of the chart here. Okay, sorry to be adjusting my chart while you're patiently waiting. But here's the thing. If you look back here, like 29th of September, we made a strong break above the 200 and the 314 moving average, and we've been moving up ever since. This is a 45-minute chart. Now, a lot of my trading methodology is based on Blockchain Education, okay, which is a site. You can find it over at bitcoindailyview.com if you're interested in learning to trade with absolute masters. And just if you want to sit back and watch hours of videos that will make you a badass trader, even if you don't know anything about it. Blockchain Education, check it out. It's a link to over there. I'm not going to kid you, it's expensive, but if you just sat there and made that investment and would just watch the training videos and a couple of the weekly videos, you've kept it for a month and did that, it would change your life as a trader. People often ask me, how do I get in? How do I start? How do I trade? That's a place to learn. Also, there's tradegenius.com. You can sign up. It's a lot less expensive, but it has a vibrant community and a trading methodology, and you can learn a lot there too. Really, I endorse the crap out of both of them. With that said, so 45-minute chart, 200 moving average, 314 moving average. The 200 is the white, 314 is the purple one. We broke above back on the 29th of September, around then. And as you can see, when you're above the 200 moving average, you're positive. When you're below, not so good. So we've basically been riding it and bouncing off, but staying above in general. And today, look at that marvelous burst of energy that we just had. That's coming in at 66,000. Wow, and 600. This is 66,600. That is phenomenal. So this is the RSI cave here. That's the thing. You see this little shadow around the price action. We're above the RSI cave right now, and also we are above the this. If you can see it, this white red line here, that's the 8 moving average. So you're never going to stay too far above or below that. You're never going to stay too far outside of the RSI cave. And with that said, we're above, so most likely we're going to retrace a bit. But you know what? One thing I have learned in trading, especially in crypto, but in the market in general, there is no top and there is no bottom. So it can do whatever it wants. This is a powerful breakout. We just had a legal ETFs, exchange traded funds, become available yesterday. And there's I think $1 billion already went into it. The trading volume on that alone was massive. So we're definitely seeing, and ETFs, a lot of big money likes them because they are regulated in ways that work for them, and it just works. Even though Bitcoin is available to whoever wants to buy it, when it comes to the big money buying it, they really like their ETFs because it just works for them easier. And also a lot of traditional retail investors, retail traders like ETFs because it works with like a regular. It just works in a way that works for them better. Okay, I don't want to get into all the details of it, but directional index strongly in the green. ADX is turning up. This is wonderful. beautiful squeeze indicator here has got these little white bubbles there show velocity, and the green, of course, is positive. So we definitely have a wonderful positive velocity. This morning, KRI, which is the predecessor to RSI, is screaming up in green, good to go. Stochastic RSI. Now, one thing to watch, if you look right here, and I'm doing this a little different. Maybe I'm explaining things a little bit more than I usually do because I decided to stream this over to the Radiant Creators YouTube also, just because I think this is a glorious day. So I want to just kind of share it with everybody. I won't usually share it over there, but I know I'm talking to some people who are like, what is he talking about? So I'll be a little bit more explicit. With that said, look at this. Whenever you're above this sweet zone here in the RSI, on a short time frame like the 45-minute or the hourly, you're probably going about as far as you're going to go. And we can see right now the RSI, the tangent has turned sideways, and the red is the signal. We're probably going to begin turning down now, most likely. So when you are here at the bottom, you can almost summarize it like this: the bottom is go time, and then the top is, well, probably oversold time. So with that said, it looks like we're probably going to start slowing down in this pump, and that's fine because that's quite an extension there. But like I say, there's no top and there's no bottom. You don't really know what's going to happen. Looking at the wave trend oscillator by Lazy Bear, a very, very great indicator. Definitely shows we're still on the up and up, but we'll probably start turning down soon. Let's take the same chart and look at it from a 4-hour perspective. 4-hour perspective, you can see this beautiful uptrend we had back in like the 29th or so of September or beginning of October. Had this beautiful break above on the 4-hour chart. It got a little blue diamond merit badge, and boom, it's been moving up. We're right now pushing the top of that RSI cave, so we're probably going to start to retrace. But like I say, ain't no top, ain't no bottom. We don't really know, but especially on the 4-hour chart, you can start to see the wave trend oscillator and the stochastic RSI. It's kind of getting played out, but this is a glorious pump. It's all about how far are we going to pump before we retrace a bit, and then how far will we retrace. My guess, looking at the 4-hour chart, actually, let's look at a 45-minute chart. When we retrace a little bit, when we pull back, because that's just natural, it would not surprise me if we basically, my take on it is, just looking at the way things usually roll, you're probably going to pull back to the 8 moving average or close to it and back into the RSI cave. So if we take the RSI cave here, which is right there, and then the moving 8, and you figure somewhere right in the middle is where we're going to go, it would not surprise me if we pulled back to like 65,000, maybe even down to like 64,500. We'll probably see that retrace. So for those swing traders who are looking to get that sweet ass buy before Bitcoin continues up, well, go forth and hit it. Not financial advice, entertainment purposes only, of course. But do note this, okay? Spot trading over at on Binance. Spot trading over at Binance. Definitely not seeing a whole lot of volume. I think people are kind of holding out to see what this pump does. But also note this. What am I looking at here? Blockchain Whispers looking at longs versus shorts on for Bitcoin explicitly. 51% long, 48% short. I think most people who are going to try to play this swing, who are trying to want to get in after Bitcoin retraces a little bit, so they're instantly in the green, whether they are leverage traders or just spot buyers, are probably waiting. Like they woke up this morning and they went, "Oh man, this is like glorious. I sure wish I was in." But most buyers are going to wait till this retraces a little bit, and then they'll get in. But definitely, this is breaking that all-time high. Is a huge psychological barrier. 60K was a psychological barrier. It was kind of hard to get through. And now the all-time high has been broken past so hardcore. Would not surprise me if we find support somewhere around 65, 6,400. Worst case scenario. That's where I'll be looking to get back in a little bit. In fact, I already have my limit orders in. Now, everybody loves Shiba Inu. Now look at some alts here, and we'll look at Ethereum in just a second. But Shiba Inu on a 45-minute chart, it's been staying above the 200. It's been staying above the 200 moving average. It's looking good, but it ain't really going anywhere. If you're a SHIB fan, what's nice is that it's not getting crushed like some alts, and nor is it really pumping right now. It's staying sideways, which means an aspect of sovereignty in its price action. So if you're a SHIB USDT buyer, well, SHIB is probably poising to make a move. Would not surprise me if it makes a move when Bitcoin begins to cool off. Let's look at ETH versus USDT, okay? On Binance here, 45-minute chart, ETH versus USDT is pretty much doing the exact same thing Bitcoin is. It's broke 4,000. It's been hanging out at like 35, 3,800 for a while. It just broke above 4,000. It's at 4,069. It's probably going to retrace a bit. Wouldn't surprise me if it came down to like 39,000. I'm sorry, not 39,000, not quite yet. 3,950, 3,900 or so. It's probably going to retrace a bit after this pump. But so if you're looking at your limit orders in, I mean, like my Hail Mary, glorious limit order would probably be right around like 39,000, 3,940 or 50. Might be a little swing to pick up there. All right. Doge. This is nice to see. Doge is pumping with Bitcoin. I like that. Where it kind of bothers me that SHIB is just staying sideways, but that's fine. Looking at Doge versus USDT, most people, you got a lot of Doge fans out there. It pumped this morning as well. It's above the RSI cave. It's looking good. Indicators are beginning to turn up rather nicely here. I wait for a retrace myself, but it's nice to see that Doge is perking up a little bit. So Doge is riding this Bitcoin pump pretty darn well. Doge looking strong. XRP, the banker's coin, basically it's had a hard time right around. It's a 45-minute chart. You can see where it's been kind of working the support and resistance. It's been trying to find support on previous support. It finally broke. It's been struggling to get above the 200 moving average. It finally did this morning. It broke above the 200 and the 314, getting itself a little blue diamond merit badge. These indicators are looking really, really good. I think it may have more to go. It will probably retrace, but good to go. So what I like about this, even though we're probably going to see a bit of a retrace in the market, we definitely have broken above a lot of psychological barriers and previous all-time. Now we're at a new all-time high for Bitcoin. So basically, even though we'll see a little bit of retrace this morning, this is definitely, to me, of course, not financial advice and entertainment purposes only, but I think this definitely does signal the expected bull run towards the end of the year, which usually happens. So this is glorious. I do believe that Bitcoin and crypto is the peaceful revolution. I think it matters. I think it is a bet on an optimistic future for the ascension of humanity. If we have a glorious science fiction future where life's just wonderful, then you're seeing it happen right now. A big part of it, something very, very important. So I think the most revolutionary act you can do on every level, from physical to spiritual, is own some Bitcoin. Because for every Bitcoin Satoshi you own, a piece of shit evil global banker cries. Globalists get upset. They hate it, but they can't stop it. And that's why I think that Bitcoin itself is an aspect of some higher consciousness that is helping humanity, because it beguiles the old control structure, which has definitely enslaved humanity kind of forever. There's something special about it. It's glorious. This is an optimistic day. To me, it's a personal holiday. I think it's wonderful. If you're watching this on Bitcoin, on the Bitcoin Daily Views stream, I want to mention this. If you're watching it on the Radiant Creators one, well, you already know. But Radiant Creators, check out radiantcreators.com. Find your tribe. Dig the frogs. It's where we interview inspiring people to inspire others. And we have a crap ton of amazing interviews coming up the next few weeks. And I'm just going to look at this real quick. Is there any new? How high can Bitcoin go? Okay, not seeing any bursting news here on Twitter about the Bitcoin pump. So, with that said, everybody, it is a glorious day. And remember, every Bitcoin Satoshi you own is a revolutionary act, probably the most powerful that can be made at this time in human history. So you take care. I'll talk to you tomorrow. This will always usually be on the Bitcoin Daily View stream, so go and sub over there. You can find it at bitcoindailyview.com. I won't usually do this on Radiant Creators unless it's a quite elaborate and a glorious day. Take care.